What's going on, guys? Boulder Built RC back at it again for another build video today. We got some more goodies for the Bronco. As you can see in the last video, we put some new powder coated parts on it. Well, I guess if you want to call it, add some color and some flair. We added some stock length shocks, and then we got some high clearance bars, and then I think that was pretty much it for at least the last video that we did. And so now we got even more goodies, and I can't wait to show you because I decided to go with a longer shock. Now I will show you, because we're gonna go on a little before and after test, because actually I made some progress. If you didn't check out the last video, we did more to the indoor RC park that I'm building, and we should have enough to kind of make a before and after, show the kind of differences between the two. And so I'm pretty excited. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out after this video. But we got some longer shocks. These are the 59 millimeter Injora, just basic shocks. Should be a lot better, I think, in my opinion. And then these are what is absolutely needed. They're the Injora aluminum axle kit. So these have the laydown servo upgrade for these, because as you can see here, we have the servo going up and down. And the problem with that is if we kind of go up, that bulk horn hits the bumper, and that becomes a problem. So with the laydown servo, it should pretty much shorten it, or at least pull it closer to the point where it's not gonna hit that, which will be really nice. And then it will kind of give us more freedom to do what we want with this body in particular. And so it should be pretty cool. Also, if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, it's just look up Boulder Built RC. It should pop up. It's just like a little communities tab. I just made it just so that way everyone can kind of get in contact with each other, and it will help me do like behind the scenes and all that stuff, showing the progress of everything. So make sure to go check that out, guys. But yeah, other than that, I figured why not start out the video with a test. So let's go do that. All right, guys, let's see what it can do. We're probably gonna start on this piece right here. So let's try it out. We're probably gonna try and go this way, because I know it can't go through here just yet. There's a couple other things I still need to do. So we'll just kind of head up that line. So far, so good. Not bad. All right, now I will show you why I can't make it up just yet, up this piece right here. So if we look right there, I'm hitting. No matter how much I try and grab. It won't do anything. All right, let's check out the new area. Let's try and see what lines we can do to kind of make it a little bit difficult. I know that this line right here is pretty difficult to get up. We could try and just kind of go up here, up there, and then up to the top maybe. Let's try it. Oh no, almost lost it. All right, let's try that again. There we go, get a better line. Oh, look at that, right up that. There we go. And go down, maybe? Not bad. All right, so I know this isn't quite finished yet, but I figured I'd try it just because it's gonna be the biggest difference with the shocks. Just this area, it's kind of like the flex test, so we'll see how it does. Honestly, not bad, but at the same time, this is a very rough idea on how this is going to go. Obviously, it was kind of crutching on a lot of this stuff when it really should be holding on to that. So it's still a lot of trimming there, so let's not really take that in consideration. But I guess we should try this now too, huh? That's a really steep incline right there. Oh, there we go. Oh, look how much it's holding its weight. Let's see if we can't wrap around it. Oh, almost. All right, let's try this big one. Plan is I want to try and get up all the way up to at least this top, and then make my way back down. Very steep incline. Oh, there we go. Oh no! Don't worry, it's okay. It only just kind of stopped there. So let's try that again. Oh, not that time. Whoa! Nothing looks broken. All right, maybe that's just too hard for that spot just yet. So we'll go back to the shop and start putting on these new parts. I'm pretty excited. I'm curious to see the difference on it all. All right, guys, now that we're back, we're gonna start taking this apart, start putting the new parts on. Should be pretty cool. So I think it's pretty easy. All we gotta do is just take these out. I mean, we've taken off the axles at least 4 times now, so it shouldn't be too hard. But I'm hoping that all of the brass pieces that we got, we could transfer onto our new axles. It should, but I'll let you know after I'm done. Okay, before I continue on, I will say, and this is an honest opinion, these Traxxas toolkits aren't very good. The tips round out very easy. So I just recommend just going to Amazon and getting like a different tool set. So you don't strip out your screws because some of them already are. But yeah, let's continue. All right, so we got the axle out. So now let's strip it. All right, so if we look at this straight up and down, you could already tell from the center of each axle how much farther this top one sticks out. So it'll stick a little bit wider, which I'm super excited about. And then it's pretty cool. It's got little details like axle trusses and stuff like that. So should be pretty cool. Should look a lot better. Oh, that's nice. It's already greased up a little bit, so. But let's see if this will fit. Oh yeah, she goes right in. Perfect. Okay, so in the last time I put these on, I put these little silver things on top, but according to this axle, it actually goes on the bottom, which makes sense because I was having those clearance issues between the caster and the knuckle. So we're gonna do it like they did on this one, so should go out pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. Much better. And it still spins pretty nicely. So that's awesome. All right, guys. So now got axle put back together. Now it's for the steering links. So this is gonna be the most time consuming part just because one, I gotta get it aligned. Two, I'll figure out the geometry of the servo itself, make sure that it's evenly going both ways. So I'm probably gonna fast forward that just so that way you guys don't have to deal with it. So yeah. All right, got the front axle together. So let's put the shocks together so we can put the front axle together. So let's unbox these real quick. So in the last time I put the stock shocks in, I was trying to figure out if they were filled with oil or not, and turns out they're not. So what I did is I bought some, and we're gonna fill these ones. So let's do a real quick comparison just to see the difference in height. Okay, yeah, that's quite a pretty big difference. Sweet. That should give us a lot more travel too, which I'm super pumped about. Ooh. So yeah, so apparently you don't need a lot. All you need is like a couple drops of this stuff. And what I got is it's like a 20 weight. I think that's what they call it. It's like a 20 weight, just so that way, just enough to where it'll fill it and then it'll do its job. I think I put a little bit too much in. Because if you look at the spring, when I compress, don't want to get down much more than that. I want to try and get as much as I can out of these shocks. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's some nice rebound too. Compared to like, yeah, we'll compare it to this one. So, this side is the old, or at least without any oil. Whoa. It's so much smoother. All right, got this one done. We'll get the rest of them done too. All right, now we got the shocks all done. Let's put these together because they got the little heims in them that we got to put on. So yeah, let's do that. All right, got the shocks all put together. Now we can technically put the front axle in. So let's start doing that. All right, so got it in. I mean, you could already tell this gets a lot more droop. If you look at the axle shaft, definitely showing. But if you look at the servo and the motor, it hits. Which, of course, is a bad thing, but I'm gonna be fixing that here pretty soon. So I'm gonna get the rest of the rear axle done, and then I probably won't test drive it just so that way I don't mess up the motor. So yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling. All right, got the rear axle all apart, stripped down, so that way I can put all the brass parts on this one. So let's just keep rolling. Alright, just look at the size comparison. I mean, that's insane. It's gonna be so much wider. I'm so excited. Alright, that was a lot easier to put together, but these are looking really nice. I'm liking this. It spins so nice too because they're already greased. It's gonna be nice. I'm excited. But now we're gonna get the axle back together, and then we should be able to put tires on and see how it looks. Alright guys, got the front and rear all put together. So now let's put the tires on. Alright guys, look at that. Look how high it is. It's so tall. Look how wide it is too. Holy smokies. Still got a ton of turning angle. But the best thing about it is that when I flex, I don't really rub anymore, which is exactly what I wanted. Check that out. That looks so good. And then look, when I go in, it doesn't hit the only thing it hits is that motor, which, like I said, next video, it'll change. But it doesn't even come close to hitting the bumper now, which is fantastic. Golly. All right, I want to go test it out, so let's go. Wow, look at that. Look how much flex we got now. I mean, wow. And I mean, we got so much more to go to. Once we get that servo and motor rubbing out of the way, we'll have so much more in the front too. Wow. All right, let's see how I could do going up this. Oh, no problem. Look at that. Now it's to the part where I'm really guessing if I can make it up this, because I am taller now, so it should be able to not have any worries. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. Wow. I am genuinely surprised on how much that just made a difference on that piece of a course. That is so cool. We just seen real life, like, upgrades. Like, it actually helped it, which is super cool. I'm super happy to see that. So, anyway, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free, so why not? But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Can't wait for tomorrow. Watch for possibly an upload. I don't know if it'll come tomorrow, but hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, peace.